All right, we are rolling. Jason, how's the week been? Or 2 weeks, I guess, since our last meeting, but
They've been going,
yeah.
I can say.
Okay.
How about you?
They've been going good, school and work. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gotta just get through it. All right. So let's do a quick recap of our last meeting. Happened a little while ago. So I think it's gonna be beneficial to go through really quick, clear up any misunderstandings we have, and make sure we're on the same page. Focal issue is speaking, specifically your verbal communication skills. Is you'd like to make those better and be able to speak more confidently and clearly in stuff like class discussions and interviews and stuff like that. And through the meeting process, we talked about we talked a fair amount about your confidence in yourself and your abilities, and how that's something that you would like to that could be a cause of why you don't think you're a good speaker or you don't like speaking up in public or anything like that, because you're not confident in yourself to do it. You tend to judge yourself, compare yourself to others, even when it's an unfair comparison.
A little too harshly, yeah.
Yeah, and you do it harshly, which is, I think all too common. People judge themselves pretty harshly, especially when going up against others too. So, did you have anything else to take away from the meeting last week, or was
I mean, I'd say that's a pretty decent recap. We focused a lot on, my confidence level, and how that affects my ability to speak clearly and basically express what it is I'm trying to say. Actually, with doing this development plan, I kind of, as I was thinking about it, the more I realized the role that mental exhaustion kind of plays.
okay?
I was basically just, I realized that, when I'm nervous about, speaking up or giving a presentation or whatever the case may be, that nervousness and that tension is coming from, the fact that my mind is racing. I'm thinking about not only what I want to say, but I'm worrying about, am I going to say it correctly? Is it going to come across to the audience the way that I want it to?
Mm-hmm.
Are people going to negatively judge me if it doesn't, totally make sense? All of this is going on in my head while I'm trying to speak. So it's kind of like, oh, well, no brainer that you're not really speaking clearly if everything going on in your head is just screwing you up. So yeah, I kind of made that realization in between our meetings. So I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Excellent. That's actually really good and really helpful. So, just let me sum that up. Make sure I'm understanding. It's not only your lack of confidence; it's also that your mind is just so full of what could go wrong and making sure you're trying to do everything right that you're too busy in your mind to focus on just the presentation or just the speaking.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That would be it's tough to deal with. I can understand completely. I think we've all been there before. You're constantly thinking of what to say next, or what you're saying is good, and it just takes away from what you're speaking about at the moment.
Exactly.
Okay, excellent. So let's get started talking about your development plan. How do you feel about this development plan? Do you think this will help you out, help you tackle this focal issue pretty well?
I tried to focus on the main presenting issues or problems, if you will. So I'll just start with the first one I have. basically just getting open and honest and unbiased feedback. I mean, I've gotten feedback, obviously, in the past from past teachers and group members and whatnot, but there's always that question, you know, are they being as truthful as they, or as candid as I would like them to be?
Yep.
So yeah, basically just getting feedback from not just like friends, but also peers here, you know, fellow students, as well as any faculty members that'll listen to me.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sure there's plenty who are willing to do it. So.
So basically, yeah, just gathering that feedback and you know, understanding. I mean, I know how I think I sound, but I need to understand how other people are perceiving me and interpreting, you know, what I say. So I feel that's kind of the first step in tackling this. My only concern with this goal is the measurement. I mean, getting verbal feedback from someone isn't really a measurable item. So the only thing I could think of was just, you know, after meeting with whoever I was meeting with, just taking notes, basically jotting down their highlights of what they feel I did right, what they feel I did wrong, or not wrong, but could work on, and you know, any advice that they can give.
Yeah, that's excellent. I mean, I was going to talk to you about that measurement thing. It's always tough to keep a measurement of that stuff. It's not really a tangible. Excuse me. A tangible thing that you can, you know, he gave me a 4 out of 5. He gave me a 5 out of 5. It's more of a, but I do. It's more of a, you know, just taking
it's
in
more
information.
subjective,
Yeah,
and it's definitely hard to measure. So.
Oh yeah. So, but I definitely think, you know, your idea of talking with them and then, you know, later writing down the highlights, you know, especially the advising. I think that's a key thing, is getting their advice on what to improve on and how to possibly do that, because you can get all the feedback you want, but if you don't have any, you know, ideas on how to improve it,
right,
it's not going to be much help to you.
Exactly.
Regards to how you're going to obtain the feedback, are you going to be just like, would you just have set up times after class, or how are you going to go about obtaining the feedback?
I mean, basically, what I wanted to do was kind of pick a person after classes, seeing as I only have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you know, getting as much feedback in this small amount of time is what I need to do. So basically, yeah, just picking a fellow student to basically assess, you know, anything I did say in the class, you know, during class discussions, or if I have a presentation. I mean, I've got a presentation coming up for my Thursday night class, so you know, and also I want to kind of get Newton and Thompson's feedback. Those are my two professors. You know, if they can't meet after class, just maybe even emailing. You know, yeah, I guess there's always office hours. So.
Yeah, office hours are great, and you know, I'm sure they're perfectly fine with emailing you with a quick response on that. So, and that's actually really good that you have a presentation coming up this Thursday. You said.
I think it's in 2 weeks.
Or 2 weeks. Regardless, you have one coming up soon. So, let me pause this really quick so we can still put it up on YouTube. You know how important YouTube.